Before we start, listen carefully. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe. Your one subscribe gives us strength to continue bringing hidden information about rare and valuable coins that many people ignore. And for those who have been watching regularly, thank you. Today's topic might surprise you, especially if you were born between the 1950s and 1970s, because this is the kind of coin many of us have seen, touched, or used in everyday life, but never imagined that one day, collectors would chase it with serious money. So sit back and watch until the end. You might find this coin in your drawer, your old collection box, or even inside an unused wallet packed away years ago. Today, we are talking about the 10-cent coin from South Africa, minted in 1965. Now, when we mention the year 1965, many memories come alive. Some of you may remember school days, some working days, or even the time when life was simpler and slower. Money had value in a different way. A few cents could buy basic needs, and things felt stable and grounded. And this coin was part of that era. It was not just a piece of metal. It was part of the rhythm of everyday life. The 1965 10-cent coin may look small and ordinary, but remember, the value of a coin doesn't depend only on its size. It depends on history, rarity, age, and condition. And this coin holds all of these elements. It carries the early national identity of South Africa, reflecting a time when the country was changing politically, socially, and economically. Because of this, the coin has become a reference point for many collectors who like to preserve the stories of past eras. Let's talk about its physical design. The coin was made with a copper-nickel composition, which means it has a metallic shine that can stay preserved for decades if stored properly. On one side of the coin, there is usually a portrait representing authority and leadership of that time. On the other side, you will find a well-designed depiction of a flower, plant, or national emblem, depending on the exact design variation. Each line and curve carries meaning. Every detail shows how the designers carefully crafted coins not just to spend, but also to represent national identity. Now, here is where the real interest begins. Many coins from that time were minted in large quantities for everyday circulation. They were used repeatedly in markets, post offices, shops, and transport stations. Because of that, most coins became scratched, worn out, or damaged. So even though many coins were produced, only a very small number remain in extremely good condition today. And collectors do not just want any coin. They want the best preserved examples. That's why condition plays a major role in determining value. A coin with sharp details, clear edges, no heavy scratches, and full original shine can reach a surprising price. You might be thinking, if I find this coin, how do I know if it is valuable? Let me explain in simple terms. First, check the date. It must clearly show 1965. Second, see if the coin design elements are still sharp. The lines should not be completely faded. Third, check for shine. Even older coins can have a natural metallic shine if they were stored properly. And fourth, avoid polishing or cleaning the coin with chemicals. Many people make this mistake, thinking it will increase value. In reality, cleaning damages the coin's natural surface and reduces its price dramatically. Collectors from around the world appreciate original condition. They want the coin just as it has aged naturally. The more untouched the condition, the more respected and valuable the coin becomes. Now, let's talk about why this coin, specifically from 1965, can reach high demand. First, the year represents a transitional phase in South African coin design history. Second, fewer well-preserved coins survived because the coin was widely used. Third, collectors who specialize in African coins consider 1960s coins particularly meaningful because they reflect a very dynamic historical timeline. And finally, for some collectors, this is not just about a coin. It is about a connection to their own memories, childhood, family history, or even cultural pride. When emotion and history join together, value increases naturally. Some people watching right now might be thinking, I have seen this coin somewhere. Maybe in a box of old belongings, in your father's cabinet, in a jar that collects old loose coins, or even inside an album kept for decades. If you have it, don't ignore it. Don't dismiss it as just pocket change. Coins like this can surprise you. There are also rare variations of this coin that can make the price even higher. For example, coins that were part of a limited test production or coins minted with slight errors. In coin collecting, an error is not a defect but a treasure. A misalignment, a strike line, an off-center detail, or a missing mark can change a normal coin into something extraordinary. So always examine carefully. You should also understand that coin value is influenced by market demand. Right now, the interest in historical coins from Africa has been growing steadily. Many collectors are focusing on regions with unique cultural and historical identity. And South Africa is one of those regions. This is creating competition among collectors, and competition increases price. So now we reach the point that many of you are waiting for: the estimated value. If the 10 cents 1965 coin is in average circulated condition, it may not hold big value. But if your coin is in excellent, well-preserved, sharp condition without cleaning damage, collectors can offer a price that surprises you. There are recorded cases where such coins in exceptional condition have gone up to a value of $75,000. Yes, $75,000 for a single 10 cents coin in superior preserved condition. So check your collections. Search your old drawers. Look inside the boxes that were never opened for years. Your ordinary memory may turn out to be something extraordinary in value. And don't forget to subscribe for more real knowledge that can change your understanding of the everyday things you already have. Before we dive into today's fascinating coin story, make sure to subscribe to this channel. If you're passionate about rare coins, forgotten treasures, and the stories behind them, then you're in the right place. Don't miss what's coming next. Now, let's get into it. Take a moment and picture this. A small silver-colored coin, barely bigger than the tip of your thumb, lying forgotten at the bottom of an old drawer. Most people wouldn't give it a second glance. But what if I told you that this simple coin could be worth thousands of dollars? That's not an exaggeration. Today, we're exploring one such hidden gem, the 10 cents coin from South Africa, minted in the year 1984. Now, let's set the stage. The year is 1984. South Africa is undergoing major political and economic changes. The global spotlight is on the nation due to apartheid tensions. Amidst this turmoil, the South African Mint continues its operation, quietly producing coins that most people use daily for bread, milk, or bus fare. Among them, a coin that, over time, would rise from being just 10 cents to a small fortune for collectors decades later. On the surface, the 1984 10 cents coin might look like any other coin from that era. It's part of the third decimal coinage of South Africa, and at first glance, you might miss its unique charm. But take a closer look. The front, or obverse, features the South African coat of arms, a regal, intricate emblem that reflects the heritage and symbolism of the nation. Depending on the version, you'll notice the wording SUID Africa and South Africa, both etched with precision. The language used may differ depending on the specific issue, Afrikaans or English. That in itself adds layers of identity to the coin. Two languages, two faces of one nation. But it's the reverse side that truly captures the eye. A delicate arum lily in full bloom. Simple, elegant, symbolic. The arum lily is not just a flower. It represents beauty, purity, and strength in South African culture. The denomination, 10C, rests just beneath the flower, reminding us that this tiny piece of metal was once part of daily life. Bought a newspaper, paid for a telephone call, covered a child's small treat. But now, it tells a different story. What makes the 1984 edition stand out isn't just its design. It's the scarcity. You see, over the years, most of these coins were circulated heavily. Many were lost, melted down, or worn out. The few that remain in top condition, uncirculated, preserved, or proof versions, have become extremely rare. That's where things start to get interesting. Collectors, especially seasoned numismatists, know that rarity is only part of the equation. Condition plays an equally vital role. If a coin from 1984 shows minimal wear, retains its mint luster, and carries sharp details, it skyrockets in value. Coins graded MS-65 or higher are exceptionally hard to find. That's the magic formula: low mintage, high demand, and near-perfect condition. Now let's talk history. South Africa in 1984 was no ordinary place. Sanctions from the international community were building. Economic pressure was growing. That reflected in the minting operations. Lower outputs, changes in production quality, and more variations than usual. That unpredictability is a goldmine for collectors. Sometimes the coins minted during such periods hold far more value than those from times of economic stability. Now imagine holding one of these coins. Not just any one, but one in pristine condition, maybe one that never touched another coin, never sat in someone's pocket. Perhaps it was part of a collector's set, hidden away for decades. The value of such a coin today can be absolutely staggering, and let's not forget about errors. Minting errors, like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws, can dramatically increase the worth of a coin. Some 1984 10-cent coins are known to carry such features. An error that escaped unnoticed back then now catches the eye of an experienced collector and pushes the price through the roof. Coin collectors will often pay a premium for these anomalies because they tell a unique story, a flaw that became a fortune. But beyond the numbers, beyond the rarity, it's the journey of the coin that captures the imagination. From the political tension of South Africa in the 80s to the dusty coin shops and passionate collectors today, this coin is more than metal. It's a piece of living history. It connects the hands of a child buying candy in 1984 to a collector who values heritage in 2025. That bridge between generations, cultures, and stories, that's what makes coin collecting so powerful. Many of you watching this are seasoned collectors. You've seen coins come and go, but every now and then, a piece like this 10-cent coin surfaces, and it reminds us why we started collecting in the first place. For some, it's the thrill of the hunt. For others, it's the quiet joy of preservation. But for all of us, it's the deeper meaning these coins carry. So what is this 1984 10-cent coin actually worth today? You've been patient. You've followed its story. And now here's the reward: a well-preserved, rare variant of the 1984 South African 10-cent coin has been valued at an astonishing $18,900. Yes, you heard that right. $18,900. For a coin once worth just 10 cents. Let that sink in for a moment. This isn't just about money. It's about discovery, legacy, the stories we preserve and pass on. So next time you're looking through an old jar of coins or browsing at a flea market or estate sale, don't overlook the small ones. You never know what treasure might be in your hands. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about rare coins, lost currencies, and the untold histories behind them, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps us bring more stories like this to light and keeps you one step ahead in the world of coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting for history, one coin at a time. Before we dive into the incredible story behind this rare coin, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. This channel is your home for hidden treasures, forgotten currencies, and the coins that could change your life forever. So don't miss out. Subscribe and join the community of collectors, history lovers, and curious minds. Now, let's take a step back in time. Picture the world in 1989. The Cold War was winding down, technology was starting to take off, and in the southern part of Africa, a small silver coin was being minted, ordinary to the eye, yet hiding a value no one could have imagined back then. A 10-cent coin from South Africa, minted in the same year when many of us were raising families, buying homes, and watching the world transform right before our eyes. At first glance, this coin might look just like any other, small, unassuming, and easy to miss. But as any experienced collector knows, it's not about how a coin looks. It's about the story it tells and the secrets it holds. And this 1989 South African 10-cent coin holds a story few have heard and even fewer truly understand. This isn't just about silver or metal. This is about rarity, history, politics, and precision. Every coin minted tells a piece of a nation's story, and the 1989 10-cent coin is no exception. That year, South Africa was still under apartheid, a time of deep division, uncertainty, and tension. Currency wasn't just a means of transaction. It was a symbol of identity, power, and change. Some coins were minted in smaller numbers, some had errors, and some, like the one we're talking about, became rare jewels over time. What makes this particular 10-cent coin so extraordinary isn't just its age. It's a combination of things: minting variations, the metal composition, historical timing, and above all, scarcity. Some of these coins were part of special mint runs, created with slightly different features. A small mark here, a minor alignment error there, or even the purity of the metal. These tiny details can transform a coin's value from pocket change to a life-changing amount of money. Many people walk past coins like this every day. They drop them in jars, forget them in drawers, or worse, spend them without a second thought. But the smart ones, the curious ones, the lucky few, they look a little closer. And sometimes, they discover that they're holding on to something truly exceptional. Now let's talk craftsmanship. South African coins have always had a reputation for high-quality design and production. The 1989 10 cents features the distinctive Protea flower, the national flower of South Africa. It's a symbol of resilience and beauty, two qualities that also reflect in the journey of this coin. The reverse side of the coin holds the year, and depending on the specific minting, the details could vary just enough to signal you're holding onto a rarity. If you're a collector, or even someone who just enjoys the thrill of the hunt, this is the kind of coin you dream about. It's not just about having a piece of metal. It's about holding onto a moment in time, a piece of history, a work of art that has survived through decades and come out the other side more valuable than ever. Now, here's where things get interesting. You may be wondering, how can a simple coin from 1989 be worth more than a new car, more than a down payment on a house, or even more than what some people save in a lifetime? The answer lies in the collector's market. See, when supply is low and demand is high, value skyrockets. Especially when a coin is nearly impossible to find in perfect condition. Imagine a coin with no scratches, no wear, perfectly preserved from 1989. That's what collectors are chasing. And when they find one, they're willing to pay serious money to get it. Over the years, auctions and private collectors have pushed the price of these rare coins higher and higher. A coin that once sat forgotten in someone's desk drawer has now become a centerpiece of high-stakes bidding wars. And the people who held on to them, whether by chance or by design, are reaping the rewards. But don't just take my word for it. Start looking. Dig through those old drawers. Open that tin box you forgot about. Check the bottom of your tool chest. Ask your parents or even your grandparents if they kept old coins from travels or during their younger years. You never know what kind of treasure is hiding in plain sight. That old 10-cent coin you thought was worthless? It might just be your ticket to something big. Coins like this are not just valuable because of metal or rarity. They carry nostalgia. They remind us of childhood, of simpler times, of trips to the corner store, or of moments shared between generations. That emotional connection adds to their worth, especially for people who understand the real value of preserving history. And here's the best part. This isn't just about the rich getting richer. Anyone, yes, anyone, can find a coin like this. All it takes is awareness, curiosity, and a little patience. And if you're watching this video right now, you already have the most important thing: interest. So what should you do if you think you have one? First, don't clean it. That can actually reduce the value. Keep it safe, handle it gently, and get it looked at by a trusted coin appraiser. Even a small blemish can change the value dramatically, so treat it like the treasure it is. And now, as promised, here's the number that's been making waves in the collector's world. In pristine condition, a 1989 10-cent coin from South Africa has been valued at an astonishing $122,000. Yes, you heard that right. $122,000. All for a coin you could have once picked up off the street or gotten as change for a simple purchase. So, before you dismiss those old coins lying around, take a closer look. You might just be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we've got more stories like this coming your way. Hidden gems, lost riches, and coins that changed lives. Stay sharp, stay curious, and who knows, Maybe you're the next one to uncover a six-figure secret.